How's it going, everybody? My name is Artorigold, and this is going to be part 2 of the teamfight analysis on my SMURF on Winston. So right off the gate, a lot of people at the higher level are always going to be on this platform. Nobody ever goes down there. Everybody groups up here, and our goal is to go onto this bridge and immediately start fighting anybody that's in here. When you dive here, you want to just be like, all right, I have the high ground. I'm going to deny where you're able to position, and then you're immediately going to have to back off, because now that I own this area, I now control all of this area. And I'm going to be able to control the payload to this point. Then once you get to this point, then you have to start getting the rest of the high ground. But anyways, so the first part of the map is basically a fight for this little high ground, especially if you have a Widowmaker on your team, because then if you get them out of this tunnel area, then that means that your Widowmaker is able to set up on this bridge or over into this room where there's a good line of sight at this window back here, and then he's able to get really good shots at the rest of the team that way. So even more important if you have a Widowmaker on your team. We don't have one in this case, but we have a Doomfist and Tracer, so I'm just going to body block, and I'm going to go ahead and do a bunch of AoE damage and use my bubble and try to damage mitigate as much as I can while dealing as much damage as I can, but I'm never going to commit inside that room. That's never my goal. If I go inside that room, there might be a guy standing right here. I don't know why, but this little corner, there's a little pocket in this corner. You could definitely hide somebody in there, so you got to be careful about that. Yeah, I don't know if someone's in there or not. I haven't been able to see. But at that point, I also need to be careful about my Moira, because I need to know where she is, because she's my main healer. And at this point, I'm just going to say, we got a kill on the Brig. We might have lost our Diva mech, but that's definitely more value for getting a Brig kill, because she has a much longer respawn, and Diva can get her mech really quickly. So overall, it was a very quick and early fight, but we got a pick out of it, we got pressure out of it, and we're able to push the payload because of it now. So here what you want to do is you typically want to wait for the payload to get around this corner, and once the payload is at this corner, that's when you start to look to dive on the high ground areas up here. So once you're up on these high grounds, this is where your second dive is going to take place, and this is where you're really going to look to try and contest anybody up there, because if you don't kill them in that tunnel, then they're going to be right up here, and then you want to get them to force them on the low ground, and by the time you force them on the low ground, the payload will probably be somewhere around the beginning of the little tunnel area, and that's kind of your goal. So I'm going to jump up there, and it's more of a blind jump. I mean, I can assume the enemy team is up there because they're just now coming out of the tunnel. In this case, it's going to be a Winston and Diva. I'm not going to kill them anytime soon. One of the things that you want to do when you're fighting a Winston like this is you want to swap the melee attacks in. You see how I'm doing that? I'm just going in for as many melee attacks as I can. It's a really good way of conserving my ammo, and it's not going to lower my DPS at all. In fact, it actually is more helpful to my DPS. The reason why is because I will save the amount of time it'll take for me to reload. As you can see, I have 27 ammo, and by throwing in 3 melee attacks, it makes it so I do damage, but I don't have to reload, and reloading is just time wasted and you doing nothing, and you're not doing DPS. Throwing in melee attacks makes your DPS consistent, does more damage against armor, actually, at least compared to a Winston lightning gun. It's basically you're going to benefit from it every single time against a tank, especially one with armor. The one thing that I think I did poorly there was that I used my bubble. The bubble pretty much had no value. Because Winston lightning gun and melee attacks are not going to do anything against me. Use my bubble right here is basically me trying to prevent the Winston from getting healed, which, who cares? He's not going to die. So yeah, that was probably a poor bubble usage. Because of that bubble, I feel like this next fight is definitely at a disadvantage. Let's go ahead and look to see the play-by-play here. So I'm going to go ahead and get in this Doomfist face. I do like that, but I definitely took way too much damage. So let's go ahead and look at right here at this fight, at this point. So at this point, I'm getting healed up to full pretty decently. The Winston's going to drop down and bubble. Here is the big problem. I could have used my bubble in this instance if I saved it, and if I did, I probably could have prevented the purple, which is now not only affecting me, it's also affecting my team. And at the same time, if I bubble right here, because the anti-nade hit, that also implies that the Anne has line of sight and being able to heal her Winston. So by bubbling this, not only does it prevent, maybe potentially prevent the anti-nade, it also definitely prevents the sleep if that comes out, and it also prevents any Anna heals coming towards the Winston, meaning we could probably just blow him up and kill him. So 2 things. I should have used this bubble earlier. I should have bubbled right here. There is no reason not to bubble right here. It's gonna basically cut it off right here, and I can still do damage to him, and it should block most of the bullets. There's no reason not to use the bubble here, because also the Ana probably has line of sight of us right now. So bubbling right there also prevents it, so the Ana is able to heal him as well. He's at 1 HP. Here's the big thing. I really messed up by using my leap ability to finish him off. I'm at 141 health, he's at 1 HP, and my Moira is life draining him. My Moira should be able to kill him. If not, it also means, because my Moira is life draining right now, that I'm not going to get any heals and I'm at 140 health. Meaning that this leap right over into this area is super dangerous. So that leap, the Doomfist dies, I leap, and obviously it's not my Moira's fault. She was trying to kill the Doomfist with 1 HP. So, before I even get there, it looks like the D.Va gets a kill on Brig, which is huge. Brig really excels on these skirmishes on the point, so getting a Brig pick that's huge. It also means that I'm not going to get stunned, so I'm a very happy boy right now. So, we're going to walk forward, and we're going to not use our Winston leap ability until I need to. So I used my bubble on the point. Using my bubble on the point is okay, it's average, it doesn't do too much. The Winston bubble is, I got hit by a purple nade, so I guess that implies that the rest of my team near me on the objective also got hit by a purple nade, so this bubble is definitely more of a defensive one. It's going to try and prevent damage. We're purple, using the bubble on the point helps my team kind of just wait out the no healing allowed. And the Ana, the Zen, Doomfist, and D.Va are unable to hit anybody on the point who are purple. Right now I'm not looking behind me. I assume someone else is probably purple. If I'm purple on the point, and I used my bubble, I'm assuming that means someone else is as well. Assuming is bad, but I do think in this instance, that's what was going through my mind. So using the bubble on that point is purely just for me to get out. I do like that coalescence. I think that coalescence was huge. Me using my leap ability to try and escape was okay. I kind of screwed up the jump a little bit. The Moira using her coalescence was huge here. It saves my life, and even though the Winston has nano, he's not going to die, right? But he's also not going to be able to do enough damage to kill me, especially if there's a coalescence healing me. I'm going to use my melee attacks and just apply pressure to the front line. He uses Pulse Bomb, which forces her to use her ult, and then I'm able to leap out. So there's no value out of the bomb, but at the same time, because Tracer used her Pulse Bomb properly, one of the things you can do is, one, if D.Va is getting demech'd, or if the baby D.Va comes out of her mech, there's going to be this window where you can do damage to the mech, and it's going to cleave into the baby D.Va who's trying to leave the mech. In this instance, Pulse Bomb is able to kill her as she comes out. It confirms a kill on baby D.Va, so it's okay. I don't really like me wasting time with this Winston, so I leap away from the D.Va bomb. That's perfectly fine. But right after the leap away from it, what should I be doing? I should probably be doing something other than shooting the Winston, because shooting a Winston here doesn't really do anything. What I should be doing, I don't have my leap yet. But what I should be doing is I should be going over on this high ground. This is what Winston and D.Va do really well. The Zenyatta and Ana is what I should be making my target. So I waste a lot of time going for this Winston here. I do like the Doom, actually. I think it would have been much better for me to apply pressure to that Doom as opposed to going and turning around on this Winston. So right here, I get my leap cooldown. So 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds... 5 seconds. It took me roughly about 5 seconds before I finally decide to leap on this high ground with the Ana and Zen. That is way too much time. That's 5 seconds of me doing nothing, of no value whatsoever. And I even have my bubble. Because I have my bubble, I could drop it on top of the Zen or Ana, make it so their healing is less effective, their abilities are less effective too. So yeah. There, I screwed up that bubble. I should have waited. I used that bubble way too quickly. I do like my AD movement. As you can see, I'm going AD, trying to dodge the sleep dart, but I mean, good Anas at this level, they're gonna sleep the monkey. If you screw up the bubble like I did, then that's gonna happen. So yeah, I could have played this, I played really poorly. The beginning was okay, it was forgivable. I do like going for this Ana here. Committing to this Ana is good. That bubble usage was terrible too. I try to leap out. Can I get away? No, they jump after me. So I made a lot of mistakes. Okay, so I'm on the high ground. I like that Primal Rage. Primal Rage, good, good. Not really getting any value out of it. And we killed the Zen. Can I find the Ana? I want to get that Ana. There we go. Getting the Ana is huge. Getting on that Winston so he can't escape. Using my bubble there is fine. Doesn't really... I mean, nobody's going to die from the baby diva. Chasing the Doomfist, huge. Really good play. So for this fight, what was back there? What am I looking for? I don't know what I was looking at there. So I use a bubble. One of the things I could have done better here is my bubble usage. One of the things about Doomfist ult is that barriers block the damage. So using the bubble on a Doomfist ult can be good. It blocks the damage. But at the same time, it's really not necessary. Because who's getting hit by it? Moira? Moira doesn't care. She has Fade. And then Doomfist? Doomfist doesn't care. He's got 1,000,000 health and he's right next to a pillar. And here I'm going to apply pressure to the Brig. I don't really think that it was worth my time to go for this Brig. I think I need to be going on the high ground where that Zen and Ana are. That's where I need to be. So I stay for... How long do I waste time on this Brig? Let's count. So I have my leap right now. What? Okay, so I don't actually waste too much time with the Brig. Because I don't have my leap cooldown, I'm not able to jump on the high ground. So rather than concentrating on that, because that's no problem, I jump on the high ground as soon as I can. Let's talk about my leap usage that made... Where did I use my leap? Because I used my leap somewhere. Yeah, that was a bad leap. So I wanted to use the leap to try and chase the Doomfist. Good intention, poor execution. So anyways, I screwed up my leap, but we do get the kill, which is good. I jump up here and I use my ult because I'm about to die. I think that's good. I jump up there as soon as I can. I go for that Zen, which is exactly what I should be doing. I should go for that Zenyatta before I go for the Ana. I get slept, I get discorded, I take a lot of damage, but I'm able to hit the Q button just in time, which is good. And because the Diva was there with me and the Tracer was there with me, it makes the damage output really high, while all I need to do is focus on just surviving. So I'm going to use my ultimate, leap around, and I should be chasing this Ana. I shouldn't be wasting my time with that Diva. I'm glad that I do, and now I'm able to bully the Winston. Really good cleanup. The Tracer and Diva were able to put enough damage on the Ana and Winston there. I'm basically just getting the finishing blow on them. So I really like that fight. The beginning with the Doomfist was really the biggest problem. Here's the spawn kills. This is exactly what we should be doing at every high-level game. Everybody's going to be spawning out of this door. Everybody's going to be walking out of this door. And Winston and Diva and Tracer and Doomfist, really high mobility, can dive on these guys really quickly and really easily. So yeah, we need to be aggressive because we have plenty of time. They're not fully grouped. There's probably like 2 people, like, you know, at the new spawn all the way back there. For now, we got to focus on the first spawn and all these people walking here. So Tracer is pushing up already, and I'm going to go ahead. I want to get this Zen. Problem is, it's 3 healers. So you got the Ana, Brig, and then you have Zen with the armor. Difficult to kill. Very difficult. If you have Discord on you, they're able to heal through everything, they're able to do damage to you. It's kind of a rough situation. And also, even though my Tracer is with me, Tracer doesn't want to get next to him, especially if there's a Brig. And I don't blame her. Then the Winston drops. So we kind of... Do we commit? Okay, so the Doomfist goes and commits. I think I should have gone in. I played a little too safe, actually. My team's diving better than I am. I should have gone in with them. Ooh, the Nano Doomfist. That's a big oof. Who got punched? Our Doomfist got punched by that. That does a ton of damage, by the way. Alright, so let's talk about that team fight. Me moving out this door, me following my Tracer, and trying to jump right here. Really good jump. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to leap on the people who are trying to escape, do damage on them, and then my Tracer is able to do even more damage on them, and I bubble right here so I can try and take less damage. Here's the mistake. I go for this Winston. Why am I going for this Winston? I shouldn't care about the Winston. Did you notice what my team did? They went right past him. Look. See? There's my Tracer. There's my Doomfist. They're going in the back line. What am I doing? I'm sitting here doing a lightning gun against a Winston. So I made a pretty big mistake here. I fix it by leaping on this Brig. I like that. We're able to finish her off. And then I jump onto this Ana immediately after, which is good. I screwed up my leap so hard there. There's no reason why I shouldn't have used that leap. Because I had my bubble in 1 second, I should have leapt back onto her, leap on top of her for the damage, and then melee on top of her for that extra damage burst, and then put the bubble right on top of her. If I don't kill her from that, the bubble's on top of her, which makes her not able to heal her team. And because we're getting these kills, or at least, you know, my team's getting the kills behind me, I'll be able to prevent the Ana from helping anybody who's behind there as well. So that's what I should be doing. And instead, I screw up my leap. So here, going back onto the point to put another body on the point can be decent if you're able to, like, if you're able to get 3 people on the point here. Yeah, if we had 3 people on the point here, we might have capped it. We might have capped it if we had 3 people on the point earlier. So the leap back to the point almost was good because who's to say? It's really hard to say. I mean, look how close it is, right? It's so close. Everybody knows that the point moves quicker if you have 3 people on it. If we had those 3 people on it quicker, maybe we would have capped it, but ideally, probably not. So I think the leap was to go back to the point, had good intentions, but didn't really work. So I get punched by Doomfist and I jump out, which is good because they're using a Zenyatta ult, so I'm not going to kill anybody anyways, so just resetting so I stay alive is fine. Using my bubble on top of the Doomfist is decent, so it prevents some healing that he can get, and it prevents him from doing left click damage. Staying on this Doomfist while he's low is decent. It forces him to use his ult. I'm backing off. Leaping up is good. Using the bubble is good. I'm really low on health. I have 50 health. Looks like we actually lost that fight, so we need to regroup. So let's look back at that fight and see why we lost. At the very beginning, we have all of the people on the enemy team kind of regrouping, except for Ana. I believe Ana is the only one who is staggered. So right off the bat, there's a few different targets that we can see. So Brig pops her rally. I mean, she's going to go to the point. Well, they have to go to the point. I mean, look at it, right? But she's going to go to the point with rally, meaning she's not going to die anytime soon. She's a very hard target to kill with rally, especially during the beginning of the duration, because she's going to get armor through the whole thing. Even if you keep doing damage to her, she's going to continue to be tanky. So she's definitely not the target that I should be going on. And the D.Va, same thing, kind of tanky, really hard to deal with. And then you have the other 2 options, which look a lot better. You have the Doomfist, who, even though he's not as tanky, he does a lot of damage, but I'd rather have the abilities that Doomfist has being used on the 500 health tank, rather than it being used on one of your squishies. So it would have been smart to maybe go for the Doomfist, but I would think the Zenyatta is a much better looking target. I mean, he's all the way alone right here. He has nobody, and these people, they're on a one-track mind, and that's to touch the point, right? So yeah, I make a mistake here. My mistake is I could have gone for that Zenyatta, and I could have killed him. Even if I don't kill the Zenyatta, I could have forced him to use his Transcendence really early. So what does this bubble accomplish? Well, first off, I don't go on the Zenyatta, which is bad. Secondly, the bubble doesn't really do anything. What does the bubble do? It doesn't really stop Brig. It doesn't really stop Doomfist. It doesn't stop Ana from healing anybody. It maybe stops D.Va from shooting. It's really not a very effective bubble. One of the only good things about me not jumping on the Zenyatta is that he ends up pretty much using Transcendence anyways. So I guess that's okay. Me leaping away was really good though. So I get the burst damage from the punch from the Doomfist. That's exactly what I want though. Doomfist punching me is way better than hitting any of these people, because then I can just leap out and I can go get healed, and I'm not going to get one shot by the ability, rather than these people probably will. Winston taking the damage of the punch is good. I like it. I'm not going to die. I go back to the point. I get healed. And then I'm going to re-engage on whoever's just on the cart. I use my leap ability to try and go on the Doomfist. I use the bubble there on Doomfist, which is okay. I don't think it's that great, though. I'm basically doing nothing but trying to focus this Doomfist down. I mean, it's okay. I make him even use this ultimate on me. And then I get out, and then the Tracer is able to help me get the kill on it as well. On a side note of things, I would like to talk about this. So as you can see, I'm at 56 health. You can see I have 56 health, and both of my healers don't have their ultimate. So instead of going into spawn and getting healed to full health, I just wait for my healers to come back to life, and I let them heal me for easy ult charge. Moira definitely got a huge amount of ult charge, so that was pretty good for her. Now she's really close to her ultimate. Okay, so I have a Brig Moira at both of my healers, and it's me and a baby D.Va. So he gets the mech out. So in this situation, Winston already won. There's nobody on his team is around him. You don't see anybody, like in this part of the screen, there's nobody, right? Maybe there's someone behind these like crates or whatever, but Winston already got the D.Va mech. All he needs to do is just sit there and let D.Va just waste her time trying to get mech. That's a huge amount of time lost for D.Va, and it makes us not able to engage fully because it's basically like we're down a player. So Winston, you got your goal. You got the mech. You're good. Leap out. But instead, he's at half health. He uses bubble, and then he uses primal rage. Did he not have leap? Maybe he didn't have leap. Let's count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. I mean, it's hard to tell. Do you think he had leap? Or do you think he used it? Because it is possible he used leap when he got the mech. So, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. I don't know. If Winston didn't have his leap, then using Primal Rage here is fine. You stay alive. You need to stay alive. I guess. It's okay. You maybe can get the baby D.Va, you can kill the baby D.Va with your Primal Rage. Maybe. Unlikely, because there's a Brig and a Moira healing her, but maybe you do. You're not going to kill Winston, that's for sure. You're not going to kill Brig. You're definitely not going to kill Moira, because Fade and Brig stun and Brig heal. But you might kill the baby D.Va? I don't know. It's very unlikely. Why is he primal raging here? His team isn't able to help him. He's behind these crates. You got the mech. Why not disengage or leap away? I'm not really sure. The only thing that I can think of is maybe he didn't have his leap cooldown ready. But that seems unlikely. I don't like this primal rage play. He basically just goes in, boops us around a little bit. Okay, nice work, you did it. There's your ultimate. By the way, my Doomfist is killing both of your supports. And then he leaps out, and then I chase him. So, I don't know. I don't know what was happening with that play. It wasn't very good. However, I shouldn't have been there for that long. Why am I here? If it's a regular Winston, like in this situation, yeah, this is fine. He's gonna die. He's gonna melt. I mean, look at him. He's 1 HP. Going on the Winston in that situation, I think was perfectly acceptable for me. But as soon as I saw him Primal Rage, I should have been like, this isn't worth my time. I should be helping the Doomfist get a kill on the backline who's over here somewhere, right? That would have been the better play. I mean, there's no reason that this Primal Rage is gonna get any kills. There's a Brig and a Moira, both of which have extreme healing, and one has a stun, and one has fade. They're not going to die. The only one who might die is Baby D.Va, but because both healers are able to peel for her, I'm pretty sure she's going to have no problem staying alive either. So I'm just wasting my time with this. I should be helping my backline. I should be helping this guy over here try and kill the Zenyatta. So like, I waste 9 or 10 seconds doing nothing to that Winston, just wasting time. That was terrible. I could have been over here helping my team. Look, my Tracer's over here. We killed their Zen, we killed their Ana, and then both of our DPS is dead. But we did get both healers. That's huge. Good work, DPS. But I could have been there, and I could have been helping these guys do that. And I had Primal Rage, so there was no reason I was going to die really quickly. I had plenty of time to do more damage because I had all the health from my ult. So yeah, I wasted so much time with that Winston Primal Rage, and there was no reason for me to do it. My backline was completely safe. So, other than that, I played the beginning pretty poorly. So, let's analyze how the rest of the fight plays out from here. I'm on the Brig, I love it. I pop Primal Rage when I'm kind of low. I boop this Winston in submission in a corner, I love it. The only one left is the D.Va. I focus the D.Va. Get her out of mech really quickly. Put a bubble on cart. Why not? She's not going to get her mech back if I do that. And then the rest of my team is able to peel it. I mean, yeah, that was great. Everything before that was a disaster. I could have improved immensely. Don't waste time shooting a Primal Rage Winston unless they're like body blocking him to try and save a teammate. But because of Mid-Brig and Moira, there was no reason to do that. So let's reanalyze this section of the fight. So I leap after the Winston. That's good. Immediately, what do we see? We see that the Brig is really low health. As we can see right here, the Brig is really low health, so I should be focusing my Primal Rage on her whenever I need to pop it, as well as all my lightning damage on her. So I do that, and then I pop my Primal Rage to try and get the burst damage in on her, but my Moira has Coalescence, meaning that I can just go crazy here. There's no way I'm going to die with a Coalescence and 1000 HP. So the second thing I do is I try to boop the Winston into this little nook, this little cranny, this little corner, and I give him a timeout. I boop him into submission. So basically, I hit him into this little corner. I give him a timeout. I just start beating him in that corner so he's not able to get out. And that's big. I like that. And then I turn to focus on the point. We killed the Brig. We killed the Winston. The only person on point on this instance is a D.Va, who's really low HP. And I'm just going to completely melt her with the rest of my team. We pop Rally, Coalescence. I use the bubble. Everything on that last part of the fight was perfect. I think the Primal Rage ult was really good. I don't have any complaints with that at all. However, I do have a pretty big problem with me wasting that time on the Primal Rage, and my team played that perfectly. I think my Doomfist and my Tracer, who were able to get those kills on the Zenyatta and Ana at the beginning of that fight, was a huge contribution to why we won that team fight, and they will be remembered. So anyways, that's it for this team fight analysis of this SMURF Winston game. I hope you guys are able to learn something. I know I learned something. Man, there are a lot of things that I actually screwed up on this game, and I'm really happy I went back and looked through it and analyzed it. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. You guys took away a lesson or two as well, and I'll see you guys next time.